Another league game. Marshall.
East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UCONN Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree and there's
Shout out to
enthusiasm for football as well.
Gabby Dot.
A couple of teams getting set to square off in an
Good luck,
ACC
brother.
battle. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the UCONN Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25.
He scouted his team. This guy's line is sick.
Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's got more. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Right back to the well. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success,
And I do not blame him for running because
it just opens up your
nothing I can do.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it out of the shotgun. The Huskies get enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that
Wrap him
right now.
up.
Remember,
Just
he's the kind of
wrap him
running
up.
back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Pulls and fires complete.
Hitch route. Let's start getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Now on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Right down the middle. Fires the pass.
That's lucky.
Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it. Starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, you get into the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
And it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the fullback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Grabs it in the middle. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy? They can come up with plays for you all over the field. We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps.
And he takes it in.
Jeez.
Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Let's see.
UConn going back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're
Dude.
going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Cantrell. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Nice. Nicely done.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down.
Good stuff,
Find
man.
the running back. He
Good
does that.
stuff.
Once this guy's got the ball in his hands, it shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Tigers that fired on all cylinders. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Using the spin, continues to fight for yards. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Find his man as he took
You
a
could have caught
shot
that.
trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time.
A little bit of time. He's right. Give me a little bit of time.
Now on second down. Looking to
This
throw,
dude
it's
is
Kelly.
coming.
Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. That is exactly what you're looking
He's
for.
so aggressive.
Explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for
They're
it.
so
He attacked it,
aggressive.
got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He's going to pass.
Oh my God, I knew.
And the ball is picked
Catch
up.
him. Catch him.
Get the other way. He's at
Oh
the
my.
30.
Eh.
Touchdown, Husky. How about that D?
Good eye.
With a play like that. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. And now
Oh
you
yeah.
got around and you put points on the
House call. Knockout. Oh, I know what side I'm not throwing to anymore.
Everybody else starts to form the wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the upright. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Bruce. I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this
You
drive.
gotta block more than that.
It's frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked
You
up.
gotta
They just made a
block
big
more than
play.
that.
They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After the misfire now on second down. To the air, it's Kelly. They're bringing heat. And
Oh
the
my
pressure gets him
God.
at the 8-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
Bruh.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense.
You guys
They
are
really
failing me.
They weren't ready to get rid of the football. The quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first.
It's so fast.
At the 45 on its way. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Bro, this D-line is nuts.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Kelly. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage,
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurd!
No monkey business. First down, downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be. The offense set for a first down play. Snags it quickly on the left. They're showing that toughness using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15.
nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He lost one down the sideline.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it's incomplete. Going for a massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Makes the grab. It's Cantrell. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the field.
Yes. Good shit. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Get the ball back for its own great field position.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some.
Plus, you're playing way too far off that guy.
Like that, I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Fair catch called for and made.
Okay. I didn't know you could do that. Must be a college thing.
The UConn offense goes back to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own
Any Marshall fans in this
David
building?
sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time.
He's loose. He's on the 40. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's there to make the stop.
It really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, going up top. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker or get it.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. They'll try it on the ground. And they stop him short. They'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get
They say, in college football, get the win, run, get the lead, run for the win.
They're backed up just a little. First and 10 from their own 19. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. At the 40, there he goes. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That's how they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown!
That's what I'm talking about, son. Keep churning.
Has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to
Cover that
creases,
ball.
use his speed in the open field.
Yo.
He's been really good for his offense earlier this year. That already his 5th rushing.
Hold on to the ball. Cover it up.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. They're trailing by just 4 to Washington State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He's looking to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down.
Good hand.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and this quarterback's got to know that this isn't practice. This isn't back with his QB guru. He's not trying to throw around brooms or around big bags. That is an arm attached to a body that bench presses 500 pounds. He's got to do better.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
What?
Wide open down the field. He found plenty
I didn't see him catch that one.
39-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to move it through the air.
Dude, pay attention.
He's there.
He's throwing it right at you.
Been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. With jet sweep pass.
Move.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And he makes a catch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good.
Ooh.
And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Dang.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Give to the running back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the
Good half. Good half.
That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No sir, no mas, get it together.
Looking downfield, it's Kelly. He's looking deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Open runway ahead. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Third down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big first down. Now you're set up in great position to go get 6 with a 1st and goal opportunity.
Looking for the score on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field.
Okay. I can rest now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UConn going back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be doubted because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
What are you doing? You're like an idiot out there. Kareem.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. How about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest.
Nice, leave it the way it is. Excuse me.
That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to really kind of push passes.
He always gets that off right before I get there.
Especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him.
What the?
They've really featured this guy today.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
To the air on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
That is a tremendous job of the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and knocked it down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls into the game.
Incomplete, the defense holds.
Good hit, good hit.
Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Running back searching for a hole. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
What? The fucking line D and chase down a receiver. No, he does have like the fastest DN in the game. These guys are beasts.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap up from the receiver.
Get up, chump. He ain't hit you that bad. What you crying for?
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? They'll give it to the back. No, he just flat ran over it. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting into the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Across the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Rides to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Sticks it in his belly. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. The give to the fullback. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll try to knock it from 38 yards. They got it!
Get on the ground. I knew that was gonna happen. Son of a bitch. Ratsa fratsa.
The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early.
Bruh, tackle him. I'm pulling scholarships.
They've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Cantrell. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here. Blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain, and they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. football and let him make some catches and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I would challenge that too, because he was like well on his back when that ball came out.
Sunday is when you get the big hit and force the fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
How are you there? Get some awareness. Turn around. Ball's coming.
This guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hacks to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring the big plays.
Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw on second.
Again.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the 4th.
Ball in the air, intercepted.
How?
And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I'll tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Tom. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Still on his feet at the 40.
Inbounds.
Pick up there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it, they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. Strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Still just plowing down the field. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Fullback's got it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And remember, he's already had 1 blocked in this game. It is perfect. A penalty marker is down. This is on the defense. The offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? Three yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Bond. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the fullback. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Now the lead is even bigger. That last field goal was huge. Now it takes a touchdown to beat you and not a lot of time to get it if you cover the kickoff well. Fielded in the end zone, it's McCown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. One more play to pad the stats. Always looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a
GG's, man. Good game. Good game. Now I can wrap this up and go to church.
It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt.
Thank you all for watching. God bless.
Quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.